My mom wrote, "We're cutting all ties. Don't come around ever again." My sister reacted with a heart. I replied, "I'll pull my name from all loans tomorrow." By midnight, the chat was full of shouting in all caps. I didn't respond to a single one. I am a CPA at a mid-size firm. I specialize in forensic accounting, which means my entire career is built around finding the thing people are trying to hide. I mention that because it matters later. 3 years ago, my family came to me with a plan. My parents wanted to scale their house flipping business. They had 2 properties, some experience, and absolutely no financial discipline. What they needed was a co-signer with a clean credit score and enough income to back a commercial line of credit. They needed me. My mom cried when she asked. My dad put his hand on my shoulder and said I was the one holding the family together. My younger sister Bria sat there nodding, the one everyone worried about, the one my parents had built their whole identity around protecting since she was small. I signed for $180,000. For 3 years, I treated that loan like it was my own liability because legally it was. I reconciled their books every other weekend. I caught errors before they became penalties. I fixed 2 years of tax returns filed incorrectly, a family beach trip labeled as a client site visit, a new SUV lease written off in a way that would have triggered an audit the moment anyone looked twice. I stayed late fixing things they broke. I answered calls on holidays. I drove 40 minutes to their office twice to sit through bank reviews with them. I never charged them $1. I also noticed things. A vendor I didn't recognize showing up in the expense ledger in month 4. Payments labeled vaguely. Consulting fees, site management, design retainer. The amounts varied, never the same number twice, which is a classic structuring pattern used to stay under automated reporting thresholds. I flagged it internally and kept watching. The vendor was an LLC called Harlow Advisory Group. I searched the state business registry. Registered 18 months earlier. Registered agent, my mother. Listed beneficiary of its operating trust, my sister. I didn't say anything. I just kept documenting. Then 6 weeks ago, they told me they had found a private lender. Hard money, higher rates, but no oversight, no co-signer requirements, no one asking where the draws were going. My dad framed it as the business finally maturing. My mom said they were ready to move without a safety net. I understood exactly what that meant. I was the safety net. I spent the next 3 weeks pulling everything, every transfer into Harlow Advisory Group going back 18 months, $62,000 total. Moved in irregular increments, always just under reporting thresholds. I cross-referenced the dates against the loan draw schedule. Every single transfer happened within 2 weeks of a draw. They were borrowing against my credit and routing the cash into a protected account for my sister. The business was the vehicle. I was the liability they intended to leave behind. I compiled the full documentation. Bank statements, transfer logs, the LLC registration, the trust structure, the tax filings where the payments had been deducted as legitimate business expenses. I organized it into a single PDF and sent it to the bank's fraud investigation unit on a Thursday morning. Then I went back to my desk and kept working. The following Tuesday, my mom sent the message, "We're cutting all ties. Don't come around ever again." My sister reacted with a heart emoji. I read it twice. Then I opened the bank portal and froze the line of credit. I filed my name removal the same hour. Attaching the screenshot as documentation of voluntary severance of the business relationship. Then I sent one email to the private lender. Subject line, notice of guarantor withdrawal. I attached the bank confirmation. No explanation, no context, professional courtesy. What I didn't include was everything else I already knew. By Thursday, the lender had run a credit check on a frozen flagged commercial account with an active fraud investigation attached to it. The deal collapsed in 36 hours. That's when the all caps started. My dad left 4 voicemails in 2 hours. My mom sent 11 texts, then switched to email, then called my office line, then called the firm's main number and told the receptionist it was a family emergency. My sister posted a video from her car, tears perfectly lit, talking about toxic people who can't stand to see others succeed. I didn't respond to any of it. The fraud team had the documents. The lender had the withdrawal notice. The account was frozen. 3 years of careful, quiet documentation had already done everything that needed to be done. They thought the all caps were a negotiation. They thought if they were loud enough, I would pick up and fix it. They didn't know the case had been opened before my mom finished typing. Full story on the channel linked below.